Hi there, friends. Alex from the Big Dream Program. Just got finished a live call with some members there, and a woman came back that was on the call from a retreat out in nature, doing something for 10 days, and wow, did it ever do her wonders. By her own admission, but you could see it. It was written all over her, like her energy was so different and so on. It's magic. And that just reminds me of how important it can be for us to tend, let's call it the soil of our lives, the soil in terms of what you're doing day to day, what things you put in it once in a while, such as she did with a retreat when she knew she needed it. Something comes up quite often with clients are things like creativity, time in nature, gardening, and things like that. And these things, at least where I come from, these things can often be thought of as luxuries, And I noticed that it's sort of baked in as a sort of subconscious thing with a lot of clients, that life is busy. There are so many stressors that they don't prioritize things like that. But when I saw the look, when we all on the call saw the look on this woman's face, you realize these things are not luxuries. These things, when possible, we have to make compromises in life, and sometimes life just caves in and we don't have time for these things. I get it. But is there really never, ever time for the tiniest dosage of these things? And especially to prevent ourselves from even attempting it because it feels like a luxury. That feels a little bit like, you're deficient in, I don't know, some vitamin D, and it's sitting on the table and you don't take it. Like you say, no, I'm fine without, Okay, but is that smart? Right? It's just sitting there. And people not allowing themselves to take it. Creativity, it shows up a lot with that. The backdrop for this, for a lot of people that I talk to, the kinds of people I talk to, they're worried about, we work with almost all self-employed people, so they're worried about their business, or that, what they're doing with it. Huge world things that sometimes have affected their business or not directly, such as AI, like where everybody's trying to find the solid footing, like what is even happening right now. And some people are in bad straits. A client lost their job from it. And so there's a lot happening to worry about. Never mind, stuff in the world is fucking crazy. Like where is the solid ground? Solid ground, if we're going to get through this, and not only just get through it, if we're going to be part of the solution. All of us micro solutions walking around, but we're unmoored. Our feet are not on solid ground. It's okay to be in a storm and acknowledge that we're in a storm. But we're not much good to ourselves or anybody else if we're unmoored, if our feet are not on some form of solid ground, or if we just at least can't get a toehold somewhere. And I'm thinking that the toehold for some of us is in plain sight, and it's in the hobbies. It's in the retreat in nature. It's in the kinds of things that you would love to do, but have been considering them luxuries. I invite you don't have to do this, just if it feels attractive. Sit down and make a list of all the things you've been not doing that you really love. And then stop and look at that list and say, why have you not done them? And see if there's a completely inviolable, is that even a word right now? Is there a really good reason that you can't do them right now? But consider it through that lens. If you're not looking as luxuries or as a retreat from the seriousness of your life and the world, but looking at them as, this is me, I'm taking the vitamins such that I can face my life and face the world and face my family and be true to myself as much as I can and be part of the solution. We need some solid ground, and maybe that's one place to find it. I wanted to share that with you while it was still very much present in my mind from the call. And a big thank you to that woman for sharing that lesson with all of us. All right, folks, take care. Have a good day.